Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Come on.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 8 coming up.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Green.
On play action, it's Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Cardinals have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Ace. That's one.
Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes
Murder!
Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Touchdown, Cardinals! Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right.
That is caught by Lamb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
It's called a truck stick, boy. Truck stick.
Rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped. He would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Omaha.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Omaha. Come back. Hey.
Murray now. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Omaha. Go.
Murray now to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Omaha.
Throwing now is Murray. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. And a short gain down to about the 33. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. CeeDee Lamb. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Stop playing with me, bruh.
Extra point right.
Stop playing with me. You know what it is. You know what it is, cuz.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick.
Yeah, I see you pressing them buttons. It ain't gonna make it no better.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Stop playing with me.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Dancing to his left.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat on the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Murray.
Rotates Ertz going across the middle. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Swift is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, a check down here to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Rodgers going to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll send Parker in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A gain of 3, second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. An inside give to Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray to throw. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. To throw is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Murray. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Green Bay, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.